Hi guys, I came on a little bit earlier. I know it was set till 4, but I just finished the tarot series with my sister, Baddison Intuitive Tarot, and Ian Wilkie from the Leo King from High Vibe TV. I keep saying the Leo King, High Vibe TV. And so I finished early enough, so I do better doing my readings earlier. So I thought I would go live. So hopefully you guys do get this notification. And so I'll wait a few minutes. I do have some of you on the list, so I know I am going earlier, so I will just go through. Your name will be on the screen as it came in. The current list is Shawna, Leonella, Felicia ×2, Emma, and Galactic right now. So your names will be up on the board when you come to look for your reading in that order. You'll see it on the screen. I mean, your name as I'm doing it. So I'll just give it a few seconds just to see people popping in, see if you guys get the notification. I'm sorry I did that. I just thought it was going to take longer on that live, and I didn't want to wait two hours and then go into readings when this is my best time of the day to read. So hi, Angel Eyes. So let me go ahead and put you in the list. All right. How are you? Did you enjoy that live? I saw you there. I tried not to talk too much. I tried to engage. I didn't want to lose focus, but I did see you guys showing up over there. That was fun, huh? We did a great job together. I loved all three of us together. So I will put you in. I think it was a great way to interpret the cards and for people to take a look at the cards in a little bit different light than what's being shown sometimes in the readings that are being done on YouTube. So it's just a different perspective. My sisters and I's different perspective. And so I'm glad you enjoyed it. Let me put your name in. Card list. Oops. All right. All right, so I'm just going to get going. We have a few people here. We have some bunch of people that signed up, but hopefully they show back up and they notice that I'm going a little bit earlier. I should have put that earlier first to let people know I was going to go. What? Talking to a Gemini. I went on a date. We said bye. Then he surprised me and came back around to kiss me. Oh, wow. Nice. So how do you feel about that? All right, Christina, hi. That's good news, Angel Eyes. All right. Put my lip crap on. All right, so let me start with Shawna. Shawna is first. All right, so Shawna wants to know how Scorpio is currently. Hi, Christina. How Scorpio is currently feeling. Will I ever hear from them? Well, we fell out and now no communication. All right, so let me see. Let me see their thoughts, feelings, and intentions of ever communicating again. And let's see. We're looking at Shawna and Shawna's Scorpio. How is Scorpio currently feeling? How is Scorpio currently feeling? How is Scorpio currently feeling? She wants to know how he's feeling. Will she ever hear from them? Their intentions. Let's see. Let's see. All right. All right, I got the Four of Wands here. I've got the Ace of Swords. I've got the Nine of Wands. And I've got the Nine of Swords. All right. You may get an apology of some sort, whatever this falling out was. I don't know right now if they're currently in a relationship or starting a solid beginning, because the Ace of Swords and the Four of Wands can kind of show there's been a new beginning. There's something going on in their life. And the Nine of Wands, there's a setback here between you and this person, or there's been a setback. I don't know if it is a relationship. The Nine of Swords shows that there could be some regret or some guilt or, some anxiety between the two of you. So there's definitely some unfinished business when I'm looking at the Nine of Wands and the Nine of Swords. I do feel like there was something there, and whatever it was, it definitely is weighing on your person, or, and you may not hear from them right away, but I definitely feel like at some point there will be some sort of justice being served. There'll be an epiphany, there'll be honesty, there'll be some communication where it'll set the two of you free from whatever has happened, is what I'm getting. And I see the Five of Pentacles. So I definitely see somebody who feels bad or feels or is struggling with regret or shame or some sort of guilt. All right, so it's going to end up weighing on this person. And the Nine of Pentacles is kind of showing me success. So I do feel like maybe right now holding off, there's a setback. And again, I don't know if they are in a relationship, if they're holding back because they are in a relationship, or if you had a falling out because of a commitment issues. I do feel like it's weighing on this person to at least reach out and reconcile your differences. I don't think it's sitting with them well, however things were left between the two of you. All right. So again, I'm sorry I went on a little bit earlier, Shawna. I'm sure you were waiting for me to go on at 4. My live earlier started, it ended sooner than I thought. So I didn't want to wait too late when this is the best time of the day when I like to read nice and clear. So your name is on the screen, so hopefully you find it. All right. Let's see. So let's see. Lena. Let me see if I can get any advice for you, though. Since you are not here, I'll just get some advice. Can you give me any advice for Shawna in this situation? Any advice for Shawna in this situation? Any advice for Shawna? Any manifest advice? Any kind of advice for Shawna? Just let me stop there. Any advice for Shawna? All right, the Magician. All right, what do you want? Use your magic. This is alchemy. This is manifesting. So this says that you have the tools to manifest this in. What is it that you desire? Stay focused, set your intentions, create, visualize, script, do all of the above. But also remember with manifesting, you may want to give this space, and maybe the no communication is good, helps you detach from the situation a little bit so that you can see clearly how you can have a new beginning here. Whatever has happened in the past, with manifesting, if you want this person to come back into your life, you've got to let go of the past narrative, the past story. Otherwise, it's going to create resistance and a waiting period for you. And you're going to end up building up more anticipation, more resentment, or more obsession over it. And that energy itself is going to repel your person. So this is about a brand new beginning and creating a whole new narrative if you want to bring this person back into your life. And I do have the Three of Wands here at the bottom of the deck, which does show on the horizon. It does show that there's possible room for growth here. They may be at a distance right now, but it doesn't look like it's completely over. All right. So let me know if that resonated. And let me see. Leonella. All right. Leonella. Again, Leonella, I apologize. I was set to go on at 4. I'm on a little bit earlier. And so maybe you'll get the notification and you show up, but this is why it's great that you give me your question so I can have it on the screen for you, and you can find your read-in. So it is, I don't know if you've had readings from me before, but you know how I read. And so I do come from a manifesting mindset, and also you've paid for some advice. So the advice will be how to manifest this life partner into your life. And so one of the things is I know you're happy and you're single, you're enjoying being single, all right? And that's good. That's okay. You know yourself. You're independent. But the first thing is accepting. I really want love in my life. I really do. I'm just open to it. I know I'm good. I don't have to keep telling myself I'm good. I'm single, and my love life is non-existent. That is one of the things that you're saying that's manifesting, that it keeps showing up for you. As long as we walk around and we're like, oh, I'm completely fine, single. I'm good. I can do it. I'd like a life partner, but I'm okay what I'm doing. So that's what that's the experience we're manifesting in our life. We've got to shift the narrative to, I'm in a happy relationship. I am so excited. Love comes to me quickly and easily when I want to be in love. I want to be in that relationship right now. I've got to start feeling like I am. I've got to start preparing my daily life as if I'm getting ready to meet somebody. Somebody's going to walk in my doorway any moment. You've got to be in that mindset of, this is it. This is what I want now. And I've got to decide and not let my ego or anything else try to convince me that I'm okay without what I want, because you definitely desire a true life companion. And so you've got to manifest it in now by saying, it is here now, and this is what I want. So my suggestion is, and even Abraham Hicks and all the good manifesting life coaches and people like that, talk about scripting. You've got to know exactly what you want in a relationship. You've got to know who you want, how you want them to show up for you, what your core beliefs and values are, what you want to bring to the table, what you want somebody to see in you, what you want somebody to love about you. And you've got to imagine this person just so happy that you just showed up in their life, instead of you waiting for somebody to show up in your life. You've got to walk around like, my person is just not even going to know what hit them when they meet me. They've been looking for me. My person's looking for me. What I desire desires me. So you've got to get in that energy of wish fulfillment. It already happening. The end game already happening. And embodying that feeling. And also the bottom line is, you've got to expect it to happen. If you are in a mindset still and you kind of find yourself leaning over to, this is never going to happen, or I just expect that I'm never going to find my life partner, and I've been stuck there, and sometimes I find myself getting back stuck in that, and I pull myself back in. This is where the mind power comes in. You've got to know that you expect it like it's going to happen, like it's here. You have to expect that it's going to happen for you. Right? So I will see if, I'm going to look at your cards for the future, and I'll see if there's any signs coming up that will kind of show who your life partner will be. I'll take a look at you, what your obstacle is, and what maybe to look for. And I'll see if I'll get any signs or, synchronicities to look for around your partner, is the only way, because life is, time is fluid, and possibilities change all the time. I could say 6 months from now and it could happen tomorrow. It's as fast as you believe it to be true. Hi, Renzo. I hear you. I've been working my ass off too. All right, so we got the Temperance card. There you are, Sagittarius energy. All right, so this energy says patience and divine timing. So it shows me that a divine partner is coming into your life. Your love life will be restored to balance. You are meant to find a balance, find a divine partner in this lifetime. The Temperance card can represent ourselves, and especially because you're a Sagittarius. Is there anything in your life right now that you feel is out of balance besides your not having a romantic partner in your life? We've got to find that love within ourselves, which can be confusing for people to understand. We've got to really feel the love and feel vibrant, right? So we attract it in. If we don't feel the love, or we feel depleted, or we feel lonely, or we feel, and I get that might be why you're trying to say, or you are saying, I'm good single, because I did the same thing. I wanted to be independent. I'm good single. I need to act and be as if I'm good by myself and nothing else. But there's a difference there, because that still is given off an independent, I don't need anybody else. And you want somebody else in your life. So filling in the love and finding love, or whatever other areas of life are out of balance. Are you stable? Are you confident? Do you feel secure? Are you insecure? What are your insecurities? What's going on emotionally? What's going on in your 3D reality? Do you have room for a relationship? Do you have to shift things in your life for a relationship? That is one of the things that comes into play when I think of the Temperance card when it comes to single people. Like, are you in a place in your life where you have time for another partner? Are you in a good place where you have something to offer somebody? Oftentimes people are looking for somebody to come into their life, and not saying this is you, I'm just giving an example. We have people come into our life to fill a void, or make something whole for us, or save us from something, or do something for us. And that's where the alignment comes in. You don't have to have everything, but you have to have a balance where you feel complete within yourself, and that you don't really need anything from anybody. But you have to be able to offer also. Do you have something to offer? Would you date you? There's where I'm getting at. I've been asked that in therapy. I've been asked that in several different talks with different kind of coaches. Would you look yourself in the mirror, and would you date you if you had a chance? What would you put on the pros list? What are your values? What do you bring to the table? Are you a catch? Are you depressed and stuff like that? Are you, you got to think of things like that. What do you bring into the table? So the Temperance card says, as soon as that you start bringing that into alignment, divine timing happens. It can happen tomorrow, or it can happen 6 years from now. So I do see a King of Wands. So I see another fire energy. So we do see another fire energy coming towards you, coming into your life. And also it's about confidence for you too as well, and grounding yourself. All right. So your challenge may be that you need to ground yourself, and you might be not pushing. You might have some drama around you, or you might have some negative energy around you, or even it's your thoughts, the way you believe. You need to clear away some of these belief systems and the energies around you. And also maybe a lack of confidence is keeping you from moving forward in a relationship, or a fear of intimacy, or anything like that. Some of these fears that are coming up. I have a King of Pentacles. So now I'm getting the King of Wands, which could be you, and I'm getting a King of Pentacles, could be your absolute match. A Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So I am seeing possibly two potential of a couple choices for you. Love is around you. You have the choices, but it's about bringing a balance. And so the Seven of Wands can be a very defensive energy. Maybe you have your guards up. Maybe you feel defensive. Or you get your feelings hurt quickly. Right? So you've got to look at what your guards are, and allow yourself to be a little bit more vulnerable for some stable relationship to come in. I do see a stable relationship coming in for you, and I've got a Six of Pentacles. So the universe is supporting you right now with that Temperance card here too. The universe is working in your favor, bringing you into alignment with a relationship. Now, I'm not, it's funny because I said 6 years, right? And the Six of Pentacles can represent 6 years. I said it could happen tomorrow or 6 years. It's up to when you look at where these guards are and allowing love into your life, because you have options around you. I feel like you could have a partner in your life as soon as tomorrow if you wanted to. You could meet somebody tomorrow, second you woke up and walked out the door. but there's your own blocks and maybe being defensive or on guard that's blocking love from coming in. So you got to be brave and take a risk here with that Knight of Wands. You've got to know your truth, set your intentions, set your focus, know exactly what you want in a relationship, and be brave and go for it. And that's what I'm getting for you. Hi, Black Amethyst. Let me put your name in. I may have spelled that wrong. I'm sorry. Hopefully you guys got a chance to see that tarot series we just did. It was absolutely amazing. I'm doing it again. There's going to be some technical stuff happening with the computer because of Mercury or something like that. So, of course, it's happening for me. I'm just going with the flow. No rest for the weary. Hard workers, we're going to get somewhere. All right. So we have Felicia next. All right, Felicia. Again, I know I said I was going on at 4. I went on a little bit early. Hopefully you'll find your reading here. It's in the order the list was up. Yeah, that's what my sister and I are going to be working on. So my sister and I, Angel Eyes, we're going to be doing, I'm doing weeklies over on High Vibe. And then my sister's we're going to collab on both our channels like we always do, a combined all signs. And that's going to be played over on High Vibe as well too. So we will be doing our combined all signs again, at least for a month or two to see how it goes. And then it'll start every 2 weeks. And then it might go down to once a month, but we're going to give it a shot. Yeah. We used to love doing it. We used to do it all the time. When we first started a couple years ago, we did it every week. All right. So Felicia. All right. So remember, this is tarot. Will Isaac win Qmite, whatever that is? So I'm just going to give you your cards. Tarot's not always 100%, but if you expect a win, you got to focus on a win. All right, so let's see what the cards say. Will Isaac win Qmite? Will Isaac win Qmite? And don't let any answer here at tarot deter you from, if you want it, you believe it, you see it, it's yours. Ooh. All right. So I am seeing the 9 of Cups and I'm seeing the Knight of Swords. So I'm seeing a win here. Surprise. Happiness. 9 of Cups and the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is like a victory. Good news coming in. Bravery. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what this Qmite is. I feel kind of like, should I know what it is? But I do see bravery for a big win, wish fulfillment, right? The Tower in reverse here and the Chariot card. The only thing that would hold this back is a fear of moving forward or a fear of victory. So just remember that the Tower in reverse is like hesitant, afraid to move forward, afraid to take a risk. But that seems to be their fear of victory. So they have, if they're in a mindset that they don't think they're going to win, they're going to manifest that in. But it's showing that with bravery and intent and focus, and they can go the distance in wish fulfillment. All right. So let me see. You've got another one, Felicia. So let's see what your other one says. All right. What does Spirit want me to work on, manifest on next? What do you want in your life? What are you missing? What do you feel like you need? Do you have a beautiful job that you're in love with? Do you have Are you married? Is that what you want? Are you traveling? Is that what you want? Are you with the person that you want to, be with? Is that what you want? Is there a hobby you want to do? Do you want to learn how to sing? Do you want to learn how to paint? Is there a sport you want to take on? Do you want to lose weight? Do you want to gain weight? Do you want to change your wardrobe, your style? Do you want to reinvent yourself? What is it that you are being called to do? What do you want to do? Are you happy where you're at in life right now? Do you feel fully complete? Is there just, do you feel like you're missing something? These are questions to ask yourself. And so when you figure out, do you have a vision board? We were just talking about that in the last live I did. Sometimes when we don't know what we want and we can't see outside our box, we can't see the bigger things. We go and we cut up, magazines and look at things that we love. What are you drawn to? Open up some magazines and see the beautiful things that you might think that you can't have. Well, why can't you have them? So make yourself a vision board so that you can see yourself bigger than life, bigger than you could ever imagine, and start seeing how it shows up for you in your life, and start, then doors will open for you, opportunities will open up for you. It's definitely time for change for you. You got the death card. Transformation, you're ready for transformation. So you're ready for change. All right. The Ten of Swords. All right. The Ten of Swords and the Death card. A chapter's ending in your life. Maybe you've reached some sort of completion. Maybe you've gone, you need to move on from something. All right, it's time to move on. You've been through enough. Now it's time to recreate your new life. Maybe starting with what makes you happy. Where do you want to see yourself in 5 years? Where do you want to see yourself in your future? What's your big vision? Take a step back. Don't just focus on today. Take a step back and look at your life in front of you, like you're doing a life review, like you want to see where you're going or where you could go. Start dreaming bigger. And maybe it's time to end something and let go, and now it's time to start a whole new chapter in your life. All right. I've got the challenge on the Page of Pentacles. It's like you're having a hard time manifesting maybe finances or money. You're not sure what you want to do with work, but you got to put the work in. All right. The Page of Pentacles is like, it's hard work. What are the big things you want? Things just don't land at our feet. You've got to acquire some skills. You've got to work on it. You want to manifest something in next. You've got to figure out what you want, and you got to start making practical moves towards it. We can't just sit there and expect it to happen. We've got to every day, we have to be disciplined, and we have to take the right actions. Do you need a new job? Do you need new skills? Do you need to just read up on something? Do you need to understand something more? But it does seem like are you struggling? If you're struggling in your finances or in your goals, or having goals or setting goals, this is where Spirit wants you to work on. Setting goals. Not just letting life happen to you, setting some new goals. All right. And I've got the Three of Swords and the Ten of Swords, all right, here showing up for you. So it's like dealing with heartbreak, sadness, depression, grieving. I don't know if any of that's going on in your life, or you have a fear because of that's happened, a fear of being disappointed, a fear of trust, or maybe you're just dealing with separation and you're dealing with a heartbreak. And maybe this is why it's time for you to rebuild your foundation. Spirit wants you to set, okay, you might have been going through a lot of heartbreak, or maybe you are right now, or you have in the past, but that's the past now. So we've got to decide today, are we going to rebuild our future? Are we going to take the steps? And so what I'm getting for you is just focus on new goals, making out a new plan. What timeline do you want to be on, and what do you want to see happening? So start journaling and jotting down notes about how you'd like to see your life. All right, we've got Emma, and all right, so energy check. I'm having an awesome time. My birthday was great, and I'm out and about in my van. Just the general energy around me at the moment. All right, let's see what Spirit wants you to know. Hi, Jill. Let me put Jill's name in. Let me put All right, Emma. Loving summer. I'm loving this energy of summer too. Ooh, I got the Ace of Cups. I don't know if there's new love coming in around you or you're just filling your cup. All right. Possibility of a new connection or a new beginning. But you have the energy of the Ace of Cups. So you're still focused on love and you're doing you. Maybe you've gone through some sort of release or letting go. And so the cup is close. It's right in your eyes view. See, things are changing in the love department, in the way you view love, the way you see love, the way you feel love. But your eyes still on love. All right. Got the Hermit card here. And I've got the Magician card. All right. And I've got the Knight of Swords. So the Magician card is in the challenge position. There's something about your focus, your intentions and your focus. All right. And this is coming in clear for me with the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords is very clear in their intentions. They clear away any limiting beliefs and they stay focused and neutral. Nothing deters them away from what they think, what they want. They know their truth. The Magician card coming up in your challenge position is saying that is your challenge when it comes to manifesting. It's not so much your feelings. It's not so much your visions. It's not so much meditating and going in and using and trying to do practical things in life, like go and give yourself space, go take care of yourself, fill in your cup. You're doing all those things. But your focus mentally still gets distracted. So you're still getting distracted when you're manifesting, or you're focusing on the wrong areas when you're manifesting. And so it's about gaining control of your mind still. When you start going down rabbit holes, or when you start thinking about past beliefs, or when you start letting any limiting beliefs come in your way, it's the stories that you have to work on is what I'm seeing here. The stories, you've got all the other elements here, all the other elements around you, but you're struggling with manifest, and love is so close to you. You're struggling with keeping your thoughts in alignment with everything else. It's almost like you could instantly manifest it in, but there's something about reset, clearing your thoughts and taking your focus, or putting your focus on taking your focus off love for a minute, but focusing on your intention solely. That's it. And maybe that's not it. Maybe that was just your message, that it's just your thoughts. Spirit just wants you to pay attention to your thoughts a little bit more. And I've got the Nine of Pentacles. So the Nine of Pentacles tells me the same thing I just said. You're doing you. You're grounded. You're doing all the practical things to bring love in. You're ready for love. And the only challenge is staying focused on what it is you desire and want, and not losing focus is what I'm getting. So you've got everything else showing up around you, and it's just probably a reminder right now. I'm looking for the best way. I'm looking for another way. I'm trying to create a way to really get people to understand the narrative in their mind. Your stories, our stories, are what keeps us. I mean, we're so attached to our damn stories. We need our stories to identify us. We don't know who we are without our stories. And a story is anytime you want to tell me about something, that's a story. Anytime you're thinking about something in your head, whether you're thinking about him, you're coming from a place of a story. A story is a story. But if you were a robot and you just could totally burn that program and shut that program, and only think of things from like a mindset of, I don't know, I've never met anybody. I'm totally creating this character, and I have no thoughts. I have no memories of anybody. What if I just had amnesia? And then you could totally pick again the new thoughts you want. That's kind of what this mind game is. You've got the choice to pick the thoughts in your mind, but we're so attached to the old stories because it identifies us. It gives us, we're addicted to the emotions and the feelings we get from it. We're addicted to these stories and these patterns. And so it really is just about completely erasing your memory so that you can wake up today in this moment and just create exactly what it is you want, and that's it. And it just happens. It just shows up for you. So that's what I got for you. Thank you for the compliment on my hair. I'm getting it done tomorrow again. I think I have to have her fix this a little bit, but thank you. All right, Galactic is our next birthday baby. Cancerian. Her birthday is in 1 week. Birthday is in 1 week. Thank you. Yeah, I'm really happy with my hair lately. After I went that year and a half where my hair was just destroyed, it's starting to get back to normal, and it feels a lot thicker now that my hair is kind of grown out. The ends are still a little bit thinner, but that was the old hair. But it's getting thicker and growing in, and it finally just feels normal again. Well, it has been for the past like six months. All right, so let's go. So happy birthday in a week. Is there any love and or passion coming towards me within this week? Let's see. Let's see. All right. 5 of Wands. 4 of Pentacles. The 2 of Pentacles. And the Justice card. All right. I don't know. You're still not letting go. You're still a little on guard here. Afraid to open up your heart, maybe. There is a sense of there's not anybody, there's not enough. You got the 2 of Pentacles as your challenge, which is asking you to prioritize and weighing out the pros and cons. Maybe you keep going back and forth and can't let go of something, or you can't let go of a thought, you can't let go of a pattern. Or you have a lot going on in your life right now, financially, or just in the material world, in practical matters. You have a lot going on. But I feel like it's more about you making a decision about your truth, stepping up into your truth and being honest about what it is you really want. There's something here, like you got 5 of Wands. There's a lot of tension and conflict within, still some inner conflict over what it is you want, and maybe even losing a little bit of faith here in the situation. So I'm not seeing, if anybody, it could be a Libra, there could be somebody coming in to bring some sort of balance or justice to a situation. There is a possibility of that with the Justice card. It does show a soul contract with somebody. It shows there you may be going back and forth, but you might completely need to let go of everybody that's in your life right now and start fresh. All right, I got the Hanged Man. This might be a period about radical self-love. The Hanged Man can show a waiting period. You've got to figure out what the lesson is, what this karmic cycle is, and you've got to make a decision to get off this karmic wheel. And you want divine love, you want honest love, you want true love to come in for you, and it will when you change your perspective. And I know how hard you work, and I know it can be triggering when we hear stuff like that, because even where I'm at in this process, I catch it's an everyday constant. There's been times I've woke up after 3 weeks and said, wow, I went down that rabbit hole for 3 weeks and didn't realize I got myself caught up in it that long with thoughts. And then I came back into alignment. I will be good for months. And then next thing you know, for about a week, my mind's gone. I lost track and I just forgot. The work has to be done all the time, and we have to be willing to let go. It's got to almost be like, I know I sound like I'm cold when I say things like this, but I don't know how else to. Radical self-love can be cold. Radical self-love can be, I'm just, it's not a hell yes, it's a hell no. You're a beautiful human being, whatever, these people are great, but it's not for me. It's not making me feel good. So I've got to not shut down my heart. I've got to shut down people in my life so that I can let the right people into my life and not settle. Right out the gate, when you're not in resonance with somebody and you have to try to figure somebody out or try to change somebody or try to get somebody to see you or love you, that's a trauma that we have. Most empaths grew up trying to please people or trying to change, trying to make people like us, trying to make our families like us. We didn't even understand why we were doing something wrong. What's wrong with me? And so I know you've been doing this work, and I've been doing this work for a long time, and that one still hits me sometimes. Yeah. Same. One day, one off day, and everything seems out of reach. Thank you for that, Black Amethyst. It just, and it just happens. One bad full moon, we can blame it on the full moon. Next thing you know, we can dive back into the deepest depths of where we've been before, depression, and think that it's all a waste of time. And it can take a split second to go down and fall into those pits of hell and think everything you've done has gotten you nowhere, and that's not true. But for you, it's really about you surrendering and completely letting go. It's going to be a major sacrifice. It's going to feel like a major sacrifice for you right now. You're going to feel like you're losing something or giving up or completely like being alone for a second. But this is you saying, no, I want to be this version of me, not this version of me. So I've got to have radical self-love, and I've got to be disciplined, and I've got to be strict with myself, and I've got to cut these soul contracts. And I've got to envision and create the life that I desire. And anytime you find yourself drifting into 4 cups energy or 5 of cups energy, which can be, nothing's ever going to come for me, or sad or feeling bad, and we're water signs, so we can get caught in that. We've got to catch ourselves and say, this is not my story anymore. All right. So it looks like there's a waiting period. It looks like more this week. There could be something about you figuring this out. If there were people to show up in your life, I got the 2 of Pentacles. There could be 2 people. It could be a Libra, it could be a Pisces. But I do get the strong energy of being honest, speaking your truth, making sure you can trust these people, and looking at things from a different perspective. All right. The full moon in Capricorn was a great one for me. I loved that full moon. All right. So we got Angel Eyes. I've been listening to that song by Jeff Healey. After I said that to you the other day, and what was it? Who was it? Mad Max was like, he came up with the name of the song. I played it right afterwards. So I played it like 3 times since then. I love that song. Thank you, Jill. All right, Angel Eyes. All right. So, what's coming for me in love? Still haven't heard nothing from the past people. You met a Gemini, went on a date. Seems like a breath of fresh air. So, and the one by ABBA. I love it. Maybe that's your songs. Maybe those are your love songs, right? So maybe your person, your soulmate, is listening to the same songs. Who knows, right? So I've got the King of Pentacles. Well, still got that. That's on your mind. You're still thinking about that Taurus, that's for sure. But let's take a look at the Gemini. Let's take a look at the Gemini. So basically, the Taurus is still in your energy. There's still a possibility that, you know, you'll hear from them because you want to, right? You want to. Thank you, Bernadette. I've got an Ace of Cups. So this could be a fresh start for you. All right. You might be able to trust this one. Why don't you give Gemini a shot? 5 of Cups in reverse. I'm going to take your cards as they come out here. All right. Don't lose confidence. It seems like they're attracted to you. All right. The Chariot in reverse, though, here too as well. What you're afraid this isn't going to move forward. So you already have a fear or an expectation that this isn't going to go anywhere. Or there's something about them that you're not truly into. All right. The Hanged Man in reverse. You might be being narrow-minded. So Spirit might be asking you to take a bigger look at this picture. Look at this picture from a different perspective. Why do you think this isn't going to go forward? Why do you expect this not to turn out in your favor? Because I got the Ace of Cups here. There's definitely potential for a beginning here of some sort. Do you feel like the two of you see things from, like you're from two different worlds? You don't have the same perspectives? You don't have the same views? Are you here? And I've got the King of Cups here. So are you afraid to be emotionally available for this person? He teaches out a lot. That's okay. It does to me too. You should see my text. When you should see what Siri does to my accent. Okay. So he reaches out to you a lot, but you don't want it to fizzle out if we go at it too strongly. Exactly. Okay, so angel eyes. The challenge here is the Queen of Wands, which is you in the position here. So you've just got to be patient and not get too intense too quickly. But also your fears, it's making you feel insecure because of what's happened in the past. This has potential to go somewhere. So I would say for advice for you is to you've got to look at this from a different perspective, okay? And you have to expect this to go the way you think it should. So you have to expect a victory here. Because right now you're expecting it to fail. So do you see how you're setting yourself up for a repeat? You've got to first of all, you don't have to do anything the way when I talk like this. I'm just giving you advice because I know you are here for the advice too. So the thing is that it's what we expect. Those are the stories, our subconscious stories that repeat for us. So if the best way I want you to handle this is always let them reach out to you first. Just always let them reach out to you first. So if they send you a, hey, how you doing? Wait a couple minutes or something and be like, like what you would do if it was me, hey, how are you doing? But but then you don't want to like write a book. Right. So you meet them where they're at. So if they're saying, hey, I'm busy, I just wanted to check in and see what you're up to, be like, oh yeah, thanks. Cool. How are you doing? And then just play it like that. Feel the vibe out. And that's it. But so because you're a little bit nervous, play the vibe game. You know what I mean? Let them do the talking, let them do reaching out, and allow yourself to see where it goes. But you have to expect that it's going to be successful, especially if you like them. So not be too available, but also don't be unavailable because of past people. Because if I like somebody, I'm never available. My schedule is so friggin' busy, but I can make a quick text 24 times a day. You know, every hour I could talk to you all day long. You wouldn't even know that I was doing a million different things in my life. If I really want to talk to you, I'll get the message to you. So you don't want to go in there with this sense of, I don't want to be too unavailable, because you don't know if this person is 100% like into you. And then you doing that would make you seem unavailable. But you just also want to make sure you're reading the situation for what it is. Match their text. If they send you a hey, you send them a hey. If they send you a hey, I'm just, it's a paragraph, send them back a paragraph. If they ask you a question, answer their question, then ask them a question back and see if they respond. So you just kind of want to mimic the pattern so you can feel out what this person's intentions are. And then if you go on a second date, you want to make sure that you guys, this is where if you go on a second date, Angel Eyes, you'd already said that you went out and he kissed you when you left. Well, the next time you go out, you want to make sure you're clear about what this person's looking for in a relationship. And you want to make sure if you have the same shared goals. This is when you're going to have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable, but being straightforward to somebody. Hey, I've been on this dating game for a while and I just don't want to play games with people. If you're really interested in seeing where this is going, I'm in it because I want a companion, not a friends with benefits, and I'm not trying to play the field or keep my options open. So if you're not interested in seeing where things go with me, then you have to be ready to be uncomfortable for a moment. You have to be ready to shut it off and not settle with, let's see where things go. If you hear yeah, let's kind of see where things go, but keep things open, you don't want that. And you don't want that. Yeah. So I'm going to say to you, if he asks you out on a second date, when you go on the second date, this is the date that you're going to have to be uncomfortable with the conversation about what do you really want from a relationship? Because you can even, if this person really likes you and into you, you should be able to even say, I'm really uncomfortable right now because I've gotten very insecure because of all this dating game. It's just people aren't honest with me. People aren't truthful with me. And I want to know where you're coming from. All right. So I think there's a possibility that something could start here if you want it to. I'm happy. I like it too. Are you attracted to him? Is there chemistry? You're welcome. And don't ask them their zodiac sign on a date, and don't tell them that you get a bunch of tarot readings. But you already asked them their zodiac. He's a Gemini, so I guess that defeats that purpose. I have never asked anybody their zodiac, and I don't want to know. I don't want to know people's zodiacs when I first meet them. Yeah. And what time were you born exactly? And where? Don't forget the where, so you can look up their charts and compare them to yours. I've asked my ex that, and I've asked another person that one time just to see why we weren't compatible. I did that. I need that rising so bad. I know. All right. Yeah. Some people will be like, oh, geez. Have you ever watched Matt Rife? Watch Matt Rife's stand-up comedy where he talks about dating in LA. He's like, all right. So Christina. All right. What are Jay's feelings towards me? We have spent time together and he seems to like me, but I'm getting so much pullback from him. All right. What's going on with Jay? Let's get thoughts, feelings, intentions. That's funny, Angel Eyes. Let's go on a date to the records department. Get your birth certificate. All right, I got the Four of Pentacles, Christina, here. So let's see what's going on. I've got the Four of Wands. I've got the Empress card. And I've got the Ace of Pentacles. All right. So, seems like they are holding back a little bit. They're not opening up 100%. So you're right. They are pulling back. I'm going to throw something out there, and this may or may not be true, so don't go there if you don't know your facts. But is there another person? Are they in a commitment, or is there somebody else, or they're still going through a breakup? Because the challenge is the Empress card, which can be another woman, but it can also be you lacking confidence. You being, maybe insecure, or feeling, or it could just be they don't even know it, right? They don't even know this, but this could be you in your own mind feeling a lack of worthiness or not feeling attractive. Because I do have their intentions as the Ace of Pentacles. So I do see that there's a possibility here for a fresh start or to move forward. But they are pulling back. And the way I look at this is they're either pulling back because you are insecure, you're projecting that off to them, or you're being too needy or anything, or just you're not feeling secure in yourself or grounded in yourself. Now, you might not be saying this to them or acting that way to them, but if you're feeling that inside, you could be projecting that onto you. Because I can see the Four of Wands. If it's their thoughts about you, they could see building something with you. And the Ace of Pentacles, maybe a commitment, but they're definitely pulling back. So I would check where you're coming from, check what's going on with you. Are you just feeling insecure? And is your insecurity, because remember, if we're insecure, that's unattractive. It's a hard thing to say, but we are attracted to confident people. We are attracted to people who don't give a shit, right? And that's the same thing. If we want to attract somebody to us, we have to be so confident in ourselves. That's what makes us attractive. If we are unsure of ourselves, or we constantly need validation from other people, it's just an unattractive vibe we give off when we do that. Not saying you do that, though. I'm just giving examples. And but definitely make sure there's no other relationship involved. It doesn't, that's just a possibility, and it doesn't have to be. All right. It could be a repeat of something they've had to deal with before, so they're pulling back because they're seeing red flags. Could be something like that. All right. Selena. What are Dio's feelings for me? Gemini coworker. All right, I'm a Cancer. Let's see. All right. Well, they may be holding back their desire for you. The devil card's here. I see the Hierophant, the devil, though. That could be a sign of cheating or being in a relationship or having desires to, or being tempted to cheat. The Ace of Cups here shows, a possibility of romance or love here, or a new beginning, right? But that devil here is, there could be some drama attached to this. Um, there could be something else. You could be playing with fire here. Um, and it also just could be there's a strong sexual attraction. So there could be a possibility of this going somewhere. All right. And that's if, there is, it could go into a sexual relationship. But the devil card with the Hierophant can show cheating of some sort. So and I've got the Four of Wands here. So I'm seeing possibility of another relationship, or is there another relationship, or there just could be a third party situation here. But Ace of Cups, that's what you want to hear. There's definitely the devil feelings, attraction and romance. All right, Black Amethyst. Carmen, Taurus, what is this Virgo's feelings or wanting with you? Almost 5 months, round 2, dated a bit last fall. Super casual, physically intense. I'm feeling anxiously attached now, afraid to have the conversation. It's why I don't recommend casual relationships. As much as people think they can get into them, they never, somebody always gets attached. And once that happens, it becomes that devil card too. It becomes such an attachment. And then when you're in that feelings of being anxiously attached, that's one of the hardest energies to manifest from. It's one of the hardest energies. If you're anxiously attached, it means that like you're always going to be constantly thinking about it. You need validation. You need something to happen. You need this person now to do something for you to make you feel better. Yes, the questions are still open. I just started. And so the sexual attraction, the merging, there's always, I know, but it's just, it only happens, it takes once. I don't know. You're always taking a risk when you're doing casual relationships. You can be in those real safe casual relationships where that you're not going to, like, that you're just not attracted that much, but they're fulfilling a need for you. But it's just more times than most, somebody always gets attached. And so the thing is here is that when you go into this conversation, if you were to have a conversation, because you're already afraid, you're coming from a fear mindset, and you're also coming from an anxiously attached energy. And this person's higher self or person's soul or energy is going to kind of run away from it. It's going to create a runner effect. So before you were to even have this conversation, you've got to work on that attachment, and you've got to change the energy so you bring them towards you. Because this is what I'm a fearful, avoidant attachment type of person. And when I feel anybody getting too close to me, or attaching to me, or if anybody is too attached to me, it's weird. It's weird how it happens. And it can happen with friends. It can happen with my family. Whenever I feel somebody putting too much responsibility on me, I build an underground tunnel. I plan my escape route without even understanding when I do it. It starts the first second I say hello. I'm already building an underground railroad. I always make sure I have an escape plan, because that's my attachment disorder. That's my issue. And oftentimes, you know, anxious attachment will attach themselves to avoidant attachments, or they'll bring out that side of another person. So right out the gate, that's going to create so much resistance in your manifestation, and then you're going to get caught on this karmic wheel, and you're not going to manifest. You're not going to get what you want. You may get together again. You may get that sexual again, because that's the only way you have a connection with him right now, or her. So let's see. I mean, you may not have wanted to. You didn't even ask for advice, and I apologize. I just kind of went with that. That could be for everybody. But so I do that with people I even like. You know, it's like even friends. Even friends that I like. I can like you. I can think you're the best friend in the world. But if I feel some sort of anxious or pressure or something, it's my own wound, and it's like and I'm fighting now. I'm working on it though. So I'm somebody who does the work. So I'm definitely working on it. All right. So I got the 3 of Swords. Let me see. I got the 2 of Wands. I got the Lovers card. I got the Ace of Pentacles. All right. So you've got to get over your anxiety. That's the bottom line here. You do have potential for this to move forward. The challenge is that you guys are friends with benefits. You're lovers, and there's been an open relationship, and there's a strong physical sexual desire here. And so they're already, you know, you guys are giving each other what you guys already want. You guys were fine with it. And so this person, there's 2 of Wands here. There's a possibility for you to move forward. There's a possibility because there is feelings there for you. There's definitely a physical connection. You have mutual connection here. And there's a possibility here, the Ace of Pentacles, of this going somewhere. But right now there's a crossroads. And if you come at them with some sort of anxious energy or confrontation, it could chase them away. Whereas if you confront your anxiety first and you shift the story and the narrative in your head, there's another way. It could move towards the Ace of Pentacles. So there is a possibility here for this to go somewhere. And I think that's why I went into that whole, the whole thing with anxious attachment. You've got to change the narrative so you can create what's going on in this relationship. When you change you and the way you see things, well, okay, so potential has been the theme the whole time. And then that's right. It is. The reason why it never happened is because, one, when the beginning, you must have made some sort of decision that this was okay the way it was. You allowed it. You have a pattern, and you open the doors like that. So you never set the stage for anything else, apparently, or some story you had. So this relationship has always had the potential. It could have started off differently. It could have started off not being casual. It could have started off, hey, let's date and let's see where this goes. This is my intention. I want to date you. But you guys opened the door to just casual. And so now you've got to make the shift over, but you've got to do it from a place of alignment and not anxious attachment. I hope that makes sense. And I'm not saying I'm right. You know, I'm just being a messenger up here with the cards that are coming through. And maybe some or all or nothing applies, but you're very smart. You're an oracle yourself, and you know. So you'll know what resonates with you. I just don't want to see you get into that whole chaser runner thing that people will get into in that dynamic. Yeah. You've got to know that they want you so bad, that they love you, that they want a relationship with you. You've got to change the narrative from you wanting a relationship with them, because for you, it seems like it's out of reach. You've got to make yourself feel like you're out of reach, like somebody wants you so bad. So you've got to you got to switch the narrative. This person wants me. And you've got to know it and stay disciplined in it and watch them come towards you. That's where your confidence is going to come back in. You've got to expect it and know it. You're welcome. All right. Anything coming in the near future? All right, Jill. So is this love? Or you? I can pull up some cards and see what the cards say. Anything coming in the near future? Well, I've got the 3 of Cups. So I see some sort of celebration or getting together with some good friends or maybe even a date. This could be reconciling or just hanging out with some good people. So a party, joy, happiness. I've got the Queen of Pentacles. I don't know if you have a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn around you, but there could be a reconciling or meeting somebody. You could be meeting somebody with the 3 of Cups or going on a date. This could also be celebrating something that happens in your material world, your practical matters in life, whether that's home, finances, career, studies, any kind of practical material thing going on in your world. Seems like you could be celebrating something like that, maybe some financial increase, some wealth. I've got the Ace of Swords, signing some sort of contract, some sort of legal contract, or hearing some sort of truth, or getting some sort of knowledge or signs or synchronicities that will show you the doorway if you're waiting for an opportunity to come in. But this is justice being served, so it could be a signing of a document, or it could be just getting some sort of truth about a situation. Definitely a new beginning. And you've got an Ace of Wands. So passion could be igniting here or reigniting, or you may have some sort of creative idea with that Queen of Pentacles that takes you to the next level. You may have an aha moment, an epiphany moment about what you need to do when it comes to your material life. There is possibility here, but you've got to put it into action, right? With that Ace of Wands. But there's a strong new beginning coming in, and I feel like a celebration. Maybe there's a friend around you or somebody in one of your connections, or you'll start meeting some new strong connections here soon. Because the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands is like really this week. You could be deepening some connections or meeting some new people, and this could be sparking new interests with other people. Maybe at work, or maybe it could be just a friend of yours, and you end up realizing that there's something more there, right? So that's pretty good. Sounds like a good week to me. You got 2 aces and 3 of Cups. I pulled one more for you, and I got the 2 of Wands. So from the Ace of Wands to the 2 of Wands. So all these things, all these ideas coming up for you, but the 2 of Wands says you gotta make that call, make that contact, or open that email, or respond to somebody asking you out, or also put down on paper your ideas and start planning. Pretty exciting. All right, let me put in hopefully I didn't miss anybody. I have PT, I have Ashley and Christina. All right, so then I have PT. So I got 3 more, and if nobody else comes in, I'm gonna finish here. Oh, I got more. Hyeda. All right, hold on a sec. Hyeda. May have spelled your name wrong. Sorry. All right, let's go. PT. Oh, PT, I just knocked yours out. Is PT here? Wait a sec, live. No, I didn't. I know what I did. I got it. I got you, PT. I gotcha. There you are. All right. Hi. All right. And Natalie came in, so I'll star you as well. All right. You have 2 questions. All right. I gotcha. All right. So let's see PT. XRB, who I started dating again, current feelings towards me after I asked him out. Still no reply. All right. I know if I didn't get a reply, I'd be blocking that person. If you're not going to reply to me, if we're dating again and we've decided to date again, but you're not replying to me, unless it was just 5 minutes ago when they were at work. But how long has it been since they haven't replied to you, PT? All right, I got the King of Wands. I've got the 2 of Wands. And I've got the 5 of Swords. All right. All right. The 2 of Wands is in the challenge position, which says this person's not, they're not making a decision about the future. The 5 of Swords, it's like there's been a lot of disagreements or arguments or disappointment here. Maybe they've been playing games or just not being honest with you that they don't want to move forward. With the 2 of Wands, the 2 of Wands can say 2 people getting together to make plans for a future together. But it's in the challenge position. You guys might not be on the same page about what you want. You seem to want a commitment, and this person does not want to commit. So you're dating, but their idea of dating is different than yours. So you're saying we're dating again, and so dating to me means communication, constant communication, and making plans, and knowing when we're going to see each other, and not being worried about not hearing from a person. And their idea of dating is whenever I feel like getting back to you. That's what it seems like in this current energy with these cards. And I've got the 5 of Pentacles. I just feel like it's a struggle with this person, and this person makes you feel rejected, and you don't feel fulfilled, and it causes you a lot of stress and anxiety. If I'm dating somebody, this is just me, and you can say, good for you, Frankie. But if I'm dating somebody, I am not going to be confused about what position we are in, what we've decided. If we're dating and I'm wasting my energy on you, I am not going to be confused about what your feelings are about this situation. So what's this word dating mean to you guys? Is this dating a term that is a situationship? Is this dating we get together once in a while as friends with benefits? Or is this dating that you guys both of you decided that we're only seeing each other and we're going to date and we're going to see where things go, and both our goals is long-term commitment? Have you established that if you guys are both on the same page? Yeah, Felicia, I did yours in the beginning. I came on early, I know, and I apologize in your reading, but I did yours in the beginning. So that's what I'm getting for you, PT. And I know that can be a little harsh. But you're not feeling good about this. And I think the challenge is that if they do reply to you, if they reply to you, PT, you need to ask them what their plans are. That's all. You're in this energy of feeling rejected and confused. And they're in the challenge here, their feelings is, I don't know if I want to move forward with this, if we have the same goals. So it's not saying that it can't happen, but it seems as though you guys have to understand what you both want. That's all I'm saying, because in their feelings position and the challenge position I'm looking at is they don't know if they plans to move forward. And so I might be wrong. Don't take what I say 100%, but I think the point here is just making sure you guys are understanding what this dating thing is. And because, yeah. All right. I want to help so much, guys, and I'm not walking your paths. I don't know how hard it is. I don't know what's going on. I can only do the best I can with the cards and then what comes through. But if it resonates or it triggers you, then it's just asking you to look within and see, is it my truth or is it not my truth? Or is there something else I need to do? Or maybe I need to stand in my power. Maybe maybe my readings are just meant to help you stand in your power and make somebody in your life be more clear about their intentions with you. Right. So that's what these readings could be, tarot is just tarot. The cards are just, the tarot cards. What you do with them and how they help is, I guess, is all right. Let's see, Ashley. I've got you, Fernando. Yeah, and these are just cards. I'm doing the best I can interpreting them, but that's why I say you can always look up the cards yourself and see what see how you interpret them. All right, so I do have Natalie, Fernando, and Toddy just came in. Natalie, Fernando, and Toddy. And don't forget, for those members, for my members, I am going to go live again tomorrow. So get your questions up again, or you're manifesting your topics and things like that for tomorrow. All right. Ashley. Will the Libra and I, the Virgo, ever come together truly? Let's see. Thank you, Natalie. That's what I'm trying to do. That's what I try to do in my readings. The cards read the same no matter how I put it. Knight of Cups. All right. There's a possibility, but there's a lot of judging and blaming and shaming and resentment from the past. So there's a lot of defensive energy between the two of you, and there's definitely some guards up, and you guys definitely have blocks. All right. The Knight of Cups shows a possibility of date, romance, again, coming back around. I do have the Queen of Swords in reverse here, though, which shows that you might be unfocused, scattered energy, or just being hypercritical of yourself, or overanalyzing or overthinking the situation. The Judgment can show a fresh start. But at first it was in reverse, but with the Seven of Wands, it does show that you might be not making the best decisions. You have to either push some certain thoughts away, or there's been some bad decisions made in the past. And also, is this the best decision for you now? Right? But there is a possibility. It's just right now there's a lot of energy that needs to you guys definitely are very on guard when it comes to each other. And so if you're in the energy of the Queen of Swords in reverse, it's about standing in your truth and changing your focus here. Because right now there's an energy of resentfulness when I see that, or bitterness. So I got to fix my legs. I don't like this sitting on the floor crap. Yeah, so it does show it does show you guys coming back together, but it does show that there's a lot of there's definitely a block there. At least in today's energy. All right. Let's see. All right. So you guys are asking me some, questions, knowing how I read. So when you ask what kind of vibe do I give off to Jay, there's always kind of every time I do point these things out, because I will only ever say what I've experienced or what I see or what I believe to be true. But some people don't want to face if there's a possibility, right? If there's a possibility that you're giving off a negative vibe. Sometimes we can't see it. So I might say something and you might get mad at me. So all I ask is that if something, they may see you very positive, and people love when I pull up the positive stuff. But if I pull up anything negative, I just ask that you sit back with it and really sit with it and see if it's possibly true, or maybe it was meant to trigger the real thing inside you to make you think of. You're welcome, Ashley. Yeah, you've got to let go of something for you to move forward. Yeah, and right now, the Seven of Wands is saying that you guys are in your corners, and it's not happening right now. All right. Thank you, Angelica. Thanks. All right, so what kind of vibe do I give off to Jay? I'm honestly not sure if he trusts me. I hope he don't think I'm playing games. All right, let's see. Well, I got the King of Cups, so I've got the Seven of Swords. I've got the Four of Cups. Okay, good. And I've got the Eight of Pentacles. So, Christina, I'm getting an energy that they might not trust you. They might think that you're lying to them or being sneaky or being deceitful. And that doesn't have to be 100% like you're some bad person. I mean, it just means that they just think maybe you're not telling them some truth, or you're not being 100% honest. And because what I'm seeing is the Four of Cups, so they might be feeling like you're just bored and discontent or unhappy, and they're just, maybe that you're not really wanting commitment with them. The Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So it could be that you're just bored and you're really not that into them. When I got the King of Cups here, though, but when I see the Seven of Swords, they might not trust you, that you're emotionally invested. And even the King of Pentacles in reverse, like you might be just attracted to them or want something because you're bored. I don't know what that means and if that resonates. Right. But I got the Ace of Swords, which is like a aha, like a yes, like maybe be honest 100%. I don't know if you've been 100% honest with them, but there's something about the situation that they do not trust. All right. Hidea. Will Damon and I reconcile? And if so, how soon? Soons and whens are impossible. And soon could be tomorrow, soon could be in 2,000 years. There's no definition for soon and when, we want to give dates, but divine timing is divine timing. I'll see if I get a vibe or an energy, but I believe in manifesting, and if I were to tell you 5 months, you'd wait 5 months. What if it happened tomorrow? But what if you believed it was going to happen tomorrow, and then it did because you believed it? But if I said 5 months from now, you would hang on and wait for 5 months, believing that it wouldn't happen. Yeah. Yes, Yvette. I've got the Queen of Cups. I've got the Death card. I've got the Hermit card for the challenge position. And I've got the Queen of Swords. Are they in a relationship with somebody right now? A relationship needs to end. I don't know if they're on a long, or they're at a distance, or they've gone on a journey in a new relationship. But when that comes to an end, there might be a possibility. But right now, it's showing that there's two people involved. And so when that ends, there's a possibility of you guys having a new beginning. Right? But right now, the Star in reverse is showing you're not in alignment in this energy. So I don't know if that resonates. I don't know if they're in another relationship, but it could be a long-term relationship with the Hermit card. The Hermit card in the challenge position can show somebody who's not alone, somebody who's not single. Right? So, and a father position. All right. So I will, yeah, he may not be in a relationship. It could be the distance, but the distance could be what's holding this back. It's, but I'm not getting coming into alignment at the current energy. So I don't know what's going on in their life. If it's the distance, that's why you're not reconciling. And it just can mean with the Star in reverse that right now is not the right time. Yeah, because you got two queens showing up and a Page of Wands. And like, that's what I'm only reading the cards and how they represent. They could be in a relationship and they may not. You've got to do your research on that, but there's definitely a distance between you guys that is being blocked for. Yeah, so I do personal readings. My website is down below. They're pre-recorded like this. I'll answer all your questions. I can't do lives with time and differences, and I'm traveling. But I do one-on-one readings, and I go really in depth for you. So I'll definitely go in depth for you and try and dig in to see what's going on. All right, so Natalie. All right, and let me see who else came through. All right, so I do see. All right. What's coming towards me? All right. So, all right, so the what's coming towards me is that love, and then you're looking at houses and when you'll move in by for the second question. What's coming towards me in love? In love. Okay. So what's coming toward, who's coming towards Natalie in love? In love. Who's coming towards Natalie? Natalie? I don't know who lately has been tapping into my sense of humor. Like, all right, I got a Virgo, maybe a little bit at a distance, could be on their way in. All right, I've got a King of Wands showing up, Aries, Leo, Sag. All right, I do have a Nine of Swords here. So there could be some energy around regret or anxiety or worry or something like that. And I've got a Nine of Cups though. So the Nine of Cups tells me this is somebody you desire and it's a possibility of a relationship. The Nine of Swords could just be representing that you have a lot of anxiety around love, that you still need to work on, especially with the Nine of Cups. But I do see it may be a little bit. You're still on a journey. The Hermit card. People don't like the Pentacles, right? Because they think the Pentacles move slow. And the Virgo energy is a Pentacle, but the Virgo, to me, the Hermit is like the slowest one. It's like they're withdrawn. They're on a personal journey, or they're at a distance or a long journey, right? Or been on a long journey. And so, and this could be what's coming towards you. Still may be in a distance, right? But I do feel, yeah, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. So the thing is that you could have this. It's this anxiety that you've got to work on. That anxiety is going to constantly show up as a pattern in your life. And no matter with who you're dealing with, that anxiety is a feeling that you already quickly get triggered no matter what. And so you've got to clear this anxiety. And there's a possibility of whoever this is, 1 foot in, 1 foot out, that's you. As soon as you have both feet in, you definitely have a strong fire sign, or fire with Virgo. It could be a Virgo, Leo, cusper. And the Nine of Cups is showing a relationship, wish fulfillment. Just got to deal with that anxiety around love. We all have old stories and fears and anxieties and guilt, shame, regret, or just feelings of fears and anxiety of rejection, of things not happening, being vulnerable. I mean, it can be so many different things. All right. So yes. And let's see. You applied for 2 houses and wanted to know if any of them is meant to be for me. So let's see. And will I move in by August? I'll see if any kind of sign comes up with August, which would be Leo and Virgo energy too. And I got Virgo again. All right, so this Virgo is an important person in your life. Or it's an important message. And I got a World card, so I see a major accomplishment. All right, I see moving. That's moving. That's 8 of Cups. And August is the 8th month of the year. I've got the Knight of Pentacles. Hard work paying off. And I got the 3 of Pentacles. Things working out for you. So the cards are saying, yes, one of them is going to work out for you at least. You should be moving by August. August, September, maybe even with Virgo. But August and beginning of September. Yes, you are. I love it. Weren't you moving though? How many times have you moved though? Did you move last year too? Or is this still the same process of you moving? Or you sold your house last year and you went somewhere temporary? Still in the same process. Well, it's almost like you got partial manifestation, so you've got to work on that anxiety. All right, what are JS's current feelings towards me? Let's see. What are JS's current feelings towards me? Magician card. I've got the Sun card. I've got the Temperance card. And I've got the 5 of Cups. All right. Well, the Sun card, they still have love for you. They're still happy about you, or it's a big yes. I mean, feelings with the Sun card, it's unconditional love, but I know you guys are co-workers, so the Temperance card, requiring patience right here still, or uncertainty, maybe wanting to restore balance. I don't know. The 5 of Cups is showing up, so I don't know if there's been something that's happened between the two of you that they feel bad about, but they still think positively of you. I've got the Ace of Cups. So maybe a possibility of a reconciling or wanting a new beginning over something. I don't know if you had a falling out. Right, the Page of Pentacles in reverse, but the Page of Pentacles, I don't know if something happened with work, or something didn't fall through and they feel bad about it. Yeah, the 10 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, so that's what I'm getting, Fernando. I feel like, I don't know, if something didn't turn out when it comes to work or an opportunity, or but it does seem like they want to restore balance or bring things. They still have positive feelings for you, think highly of you, but I feel like they feel bad about something and definitely want to restore balance to some sort of situation that you guys are dealing with. And so the Ace of Cups talks about a new beginning, and we got a month, and I don't know if you've seen them over the summer, but maybe you'll be seeing them within a month, and maybe there'll be some sort of turnaround or luck changing with the Sun card, making things right, is what I'm getting. So let me know if that resonates. Oh, I like it. The studio helped you, guided you to the right people. Yeah, I love that. And balance your finance. And yeah. All right, I got you, Yvette. Toddy. All right. So I have Toddy. What can I expect in love soon? Let's see. Let's look and see who's coming towards you. What can you expect in love? Aries. What can Toddy expect in love? All right. So I got the 4 swords, 7 of pentacles, and I've got the 2 of cups. All right, so something's on hold right now. Something's stressing you out because somebody's being stubborn, or you just feel like there's been a standstill when it comes to love, or the challenge is you don't know if you want to invest anymore. You can't. Maybe you've invested so much energy, but you don't see it moving forward. Something's stuck right now. You've reached a block, or you've been blocked. All right. The 2 of Cups shows maybe within now for a couple months, you may find yourself meeting your match. You may come eye to eye with somebody. It could be a water energy, but you're being blocked because you're being redirected. So maybe this space is going to bring you clarity. There's another way around. I do see you coming together with this 2 of Cups energy, but you're being blocked for a reason right now. So there's figuring out the reason here, and not by asking whoever or asking why. You got to ask spirit why. What's spirit trying to show you, and where are you being directed to? It looks as though you're being directed towards somebody who actually sees you for who you are. Rejection is always redirection. Always redirection. All right, so I have Angelica, Yvette, and then I'll look on my PayPal to make sure there's anybody else. Let's see, Cash App. Yeah, Angelica. All right. Yeah. All right. So ex-husband wants to reconcile, and me and kids moved to Cali with him for work. I want to be with my twin, but he's now seeing someone else. All right. I am Taurus in separation from a Pisces. I believe he's my twin flame, but haven't offered to move to Vermont to Cal. Would love to reconcile, but don't know if I should stay or go. Let's see. All right. So should you go to California? Should you go to California? Honestly, Angelica, I'm going to say no. I know the twin flame connection very, very well. And if you stay in hopes that things will work out, you're just waiting, and you're sending off the energy of waiting, and you're going to repel this person. Like, you cannot wait around for somebody, especially this twin flame connection thing. This twin flame connection is one that can destroy people's lives. And if they're with somebody else, the job of a twin flame is to let the person go and detach. And you go off and do your own work, your own healing. But just waiting around for somebody to change, you're putting your life on hold. And I know personally, with the experience I have, even with people that I've worked with, that there's just it doesn't work that way. You may want them to be your twin, you may think they're your twin, but they don't have to accept it or want it. They have free will in this too. So you might feel that way, but they don't ever have to feel like they want it. They might not. And so you might be waiting around for a connection and in the meantime, your family, you would do better to be with your family. Because waiting on anybody in any relationship is not healthy for your soul. And that's not how we heal in these twin flame connections. So that's intuitively just what came through. But we'll see so your question is, should I stay in hopes that we'll work things out? And I'll get you your cards. And I'm getting the Strength card in reverse. This bond's not strong enough. The Ace of Swords. You've got to know your truth here. We got the Hanged Man. You're going to be waiting for a long time in the challenge position. Yeah, you're going to be waiting. If you stay there waiting, you're going to be waiting for a long time. And I've got the High Priestess in reverse here as well, too. It's like, you've got to trust your inner guidance, because you're even saying it's true, but you're not sure if California is a good idea either. And so maybe this is about you just kind of being on your own. Because if you don't reconcile, if you're in a relationship with somebody but you're thinking about somebody else, the relationship's doomed to fail. So in this case, it's almost like the Hanged Man. Your challenge is to let go of both. At least for the time being right now, until you figure out what you should do. All right, so Daniel, we'll see Daniel's intentions and outcome for this relationship this year. Yeah, it's very hard, Angelica. These kinds of decisions are very hard. Go with your intuition, but the thing is you don't want to wait for somebody that's in a relation. They decided to get in a relationship with somebody else. I mean, that speaks volumes, and you don't want to wait around for that. You don't know when that's going to happen. And tarot can keep telling you it's going to happen. It's going to happen because everything's a possibility. Everything's a possibility. It could change tomorrow. It could change in 10 years. But are you going to wait around to see if it does? Is Daniel going to move forward with me this year? The outcome. Let's see. All right, I got the World card in reverse here, but I have the Page of Pentacles, the Challenge, the Devil card, and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So I don't see in this outcome right now, I don't see it turning in your favor. But it's unfinished business. Like, it's like you guys may connect with that Page of Pentacles, but I don't know if you can trust them. So just keep that in mind with that Devil card and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. You're taking your chances with them. So you definitely may receive some sort of message with them, but I'm getting there's such like bad news. Like, it's not good for you. Could be toxic for you. All right, so I'm going to put up the banner and be done. I think I got one more. I'm going to check the questions closed. Watch, as soon as I do this, boom, 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 about 10 people. All right. So let me just make sure I got everybody. I think I've gotten everybody. Let me check. Yeah. All right. I think I'm good to go, guys. I think I did good. I think I'm done. I think I've reached my max and I think I'm good. So I love you guys. Hopefully you guys get a chance to see my live I just did with my sister and Anne. We just did the pages of tarot. It was pretty fun. Check it out. It's up there now. And tomorrow is Tuesday. I'll be live in membership. I'll have I'll have Sagittarius, Capricorn, and Aquarius up tomorrow. Pisces up Wednesday. And I'll be live on the membership. So I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed the readings and take care. Yeah, Bex, definitely. That's what I try to psychoanalyze everything, and that's what I use. Yeah, definitely. So yeah, the readings will be out tomorrow, and I will see you guys. Thanks for hanging out, guys. You guys are awesome, and have a good night.